The top 10 rarest moments in cricket that will leave you amazed. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. The Indian Premier League is always full of surprises, and the 2023 edition was no different. Requiring 28 off the last 5 balls against the Gujrat Titans, it seemed that the Kolkata Knight Riders had all but lost the match. Rinku Singh, however, thought otherwise. He went on to smash 5 sixes off the last 5 balls in a brutal display of power hitting to lead his side to an improbable victory, leaving the Titans in utter shock. How often do we get to see something like this in T20 cricket? Not very often. Up next, we have one of the most unfortunate dismissals you are ever likely to see. Henry Nicholls found himself out of favour with Lady Luck when a perfectly timed drive ricocheted off Daryl Mitchell's bat at the other end and lobbed up straight into the welcoming hands of the mid-off fielder. Jack Leach couldn't believe his luck, and well, poor Nicholls couldn't either. And it's not every day you see the non-striker middle the ball as well as Mitchell did on that occasion. Ben Stokes has had a hand in most of England's biggest victories in recent times. A big game player renowned for keeping his head under pressure, Stokes' abilities were put to the test during the 2019 Ashes against Australia. Chasing a not-so-small target of 359, England were 9 down for 286. Stokes, who was on 61 at the time, decided to take the fight to the Australians. He went on to score an unbeaten 135, reverse slog sweeping Nathan Lyon for 6 along the way. His resilient effort was enough to drag his side over the line, resulting in an unlikely victory and one of the greatest test innings in the history of cricket. During the 2019 ICC World Cup final, where Stokes would single-handedly lead his side to a historic win via a super over, New Zealand's Martin Guptill was involved in a fielding mishap that probably gives him nightmares to this day. With 9 runs required off 3 balls, Stokes was charging back for a quick double when Guptill's long throw caught his outstretched bat and went racing to the boundary for 4. By no means an intentional effort from either player, the extra 4 runs were crucial in helping Stokes tie the game for his side. This final had everything, from slog sweeps in the final over to freakish overthrows and an insanely exciting super over. When you hear about pitch invaders, you might imagine an excited fan or occasionally a stray dog or cat running through the field. During a one-day match between South Africa and Sri Lanka, a very unlikely pitch invader took to the field in the shape of a swarm of bees. We're not sure what led to this decision by the bees, but it had the players and the umpires ducking for cover. It took an entire crew to disperse the bees so that play could resume, but not before the bees had their 15 minutes of fame. Sometime before Hardik Pandya became the household name that he is today, a young and upcoming Pandya bowled an over of a lifetime during the 2016 T20 World Cup to take his side home against Bangladesh. Having to defend 2 runs off 3 balls in a must-win match, Pandya opted to ram through the Bangladeshi middle order, getting 2 wickets off 2 balls before Dhoni completed a run-out on the 3rd and final ball. While the Bengali batsmen didn't help their own cause, nothing can be taken away from Pandya's effort. As rare an over as you'll ever see. Not too long ago, the visiting English demolished the Pakistani bowlers during a test match in Rawalpindi, breaking a few records along the way. The day ended with England having put a shocking 506 runs on the board in 75 overs, all that for a loss of just 4 wickets. To make matters worse for the bowling side, 4 English batsmen in Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett, Ali Pope and Harry Brook went on to score centuries. It was the first time 500 runs had been scored on the first day of a test match. The Pakistani side would have been grateful when play was called off due to bad light. Or maybe the umpires just felt sorry for the bowlers and decided to give them a break. Either way, it was a phenomenal display of destructive batting from the Englishmen. Getting hit in the family jewels is by no means a pleasant experience for any batsman, especially when you're facing absolute rockets. Poor Alex Hales was on the receiving end during the 100 match when fellow Englishman Rhys Topley hit Hales on the box on back-to-back deliveries. The first one had Hales writhing on the ground in pain, prompting the commentator to say that Hales had been nailed in the gooly woolly woolies. But that wasn't enough for Topley, who proceeded to nail Hales in the gooly woolies once again on the very next ball. That's one rare cricketing moment no player would ever want to experience. It's not an unusual sight to see the ball bouncing off a batsman's helmet every now and then. Haris Rauf and Harry Brook combined to put a spin on this commonly occurring spectacle when Rauf's short ball wedged itself in Brook's helmet grill. A confused Brook was searching for the ball before he realized where it was. Luckily, he wasn't hurt and the players had a good chuckle about it, which was nice to see. If Rauf had done this earlier, maybe it would have prevented Brook from smashing a 50 off 24 balls. Our final rarest cricketing moment is just shocking. It's one of those instances that you get to witness once in a lifetime. Playing an ODI against Australia, Pakistan required just 2 runs off the final over with 2 wickets remaining. Glenn Maxwell had the ball in hand and Pakistan seemed just 1 hit away from a likely victory. But nothing is ever easy when Pakistan is on the pitch, and staying true to their unpredictable nature, the Pakistan team went on to lose the match by 1 run. Not only did they end up granting Maxwell a maiden over, they also gave him a couple of wickets, so he could add to his wickets tally as well. A truly remarkable gesture of hospitality from the Pakistani team. This moment is right up there in the rarest cricketing moments of all time. And there you have it, folks, our top 10 rarest moments of all time. Be sure to like and subscribe for more awesome compilations from the gentleman's game.